The Heiltsuk people have lived here on BC's central coast for more than 14,000 years, long before this place was called British Columbia. At one time, the Heiltsuk counted more than 50 village sites. Then came smallpox and influenza, which reduced the population from more than 10,000 to just 200. Now the Heiltsuk are starting to reoccupy many of the places their ancestors lived. One of these is Heiltsuk, soon to be home to a land-based healing center.
We've been doing field-based family programming for 20 years, but a lot of that work happens in an area of the territory that's only accessible for part of the year. And there's sort of always been this long-term vision of reoccupying more of the territory, moving back out into the spaces that our ancestors inhabited, and delivering the kind of programming that we run in Quay in other places that we can use year-round, that are close to the community and accessible for all levels of mobility. So we sort of always had that vision sort of in our back pocket, waiting for the right moment, and the moment is now.
In the face of trauma and crisis, Heiltsuk will host family camps, retreats, school field trips, and act as a safe house.
And this will be another cabin. This is the next cabin we're going to start. And again, we're trying not to cut down any of the big trees. So all we're taking out is little stuff or big trees that have fallen over.
So one of the amazing things about Heiltsuk is there's such a long, rich community history there. My grandma talks about rowing over there to smoke fish and pick berries.
We'll be actually putting up signage to teach kids what various plants are, whether they're medicine plants or whatever.
There's sort of this endless relationship between Heiltsuk people and that place.
This is one of the family units, so it'll have like 1, 2, 3 private rooms. We'll have a nice loft, sleeping area.
It's sort of just this magical combination of already treasured by the community, but also really open and accessible for all of the things we think we might like to do there.
None of these buildings will have kitchens. Everybody will eat communally, and that building will be big enough that everybody can go in, sit down, and eat a good meal together.
Sitting down together is tremendously important in Heiltsuk culture. Core to that tradition is the big house. It's where Heiltsuk name their babies, celebrate marriages, mourn lost loved ones, and transfer the rights and privileges of governance from one generation to the next.
We're building our first big house here in the community. It's the first big house being built in Heiltsuk traditional territory in over 120 years. It's going to be amazing. It's going to fill, a void that we didn't know that was there. Because we're so strong, right now as a people. But I know when that big house is built, watch out.
They tried to strip us of our culture, and now we are opening a huge, beautiful big house that is a sacred space to practice the customs that our ancestors kept alive through all of that. And to know that they tried to remove us from our land and our traditional resources, and yet we have things on the horizon like Heiltsuk that are opportunities for us to reoccupy the spaces where our ancestors lived.
We lead the way in so many different ways around court cases or, agreements, and just, political advocacy. But none of that is going to be as important as opening the doors to that big house and celebrating who we are.